Welcome to the NFL postgame show here on CBS. We just saw an incredible, historic performance in this Chiefs vs. Lions opening matchup. The Chiefs putting up 85 points on the Detroit defense, winning 85-35. Starting off with Brady.
Yeah, my prediction was exactly correct. Only reason this game would be as high scoring as the Rams 2018 matchup versus the Chiefs is if the Chiefs scored that many points, and they did this time. The Lions defense could not hold up for Patrick Mahomes' 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns. So we're going to have to see what the Lions defense can do, what trades or whatever moves they can make to make their team better, or whatever the Chiefs can do to make their defense better, because still the Lions put up 35 points, which isn't good for the Chiefs defense, but they still had a 50-point win, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I think obviously it was the Lions defense that was the problem. 35 points should usually be enough to win a game in most case scenarios. Jared Goff played not perfectly, but he should have played well enough to win the game. The Lions defense, I knew they were going to let up a decent amount of points, especially against Chiefs offense like that, but 85 is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely a shocking score, not what you'd expected. You've seen a ton of opening matchups that were almost overhyped to say, where the teams underperformed. This was, if even this might be an understatement, this was an overperformance by the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce was amazing. Kadarius Toney was amazing. The whole team was firing on all cylinders, which really drove this score so high.
Yeah, I think shows a lot for the Chiefs this year, and a lot for the Lions. I mean, their offense played good against the Chiefs' mediocre defense, but their defense did not hold up at all. So if they want to go far, which I think they still will, they're going to have to update their defense, get them better, get better people on there, get younger talent, some veterans, so they can hopefully they're definitely going to get to the playoffs still, but we'll see how far they can get.
I'm not really sure I can agree with the playoff statement right off the bat, especially after a terrible defensive performance. A lot of work is going to have to go into that defense. Their coaches are going to have to spend a lot of time with their specialty players, their cornerbacks, their safeties, everyone in the secondary, because that's really where they got beat tonight. So I think that's going to be the main focus from this team going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, their secondary got absolutely torn up by even wide receivers. The Chiefs do not have that great of a wide receiver room, and even though the Chiefs are probably the best team in the NFL right now, Kadarius Toney as their wide receiver one still is not that great of a receiver, and to let him be torn up, especially when they have to play Justin Jefferson twice a year, already has me very scared. If Kadarius Toney can put up that many yards, I can barely even think of what Justin Jefferson may be able to do to that secondary.
We normally don't try and talk about fantasy much on CBS here, but if you have Justin Jefferson, have a lot of fun this year. Moving on to just looking into the rest of the season, starting off with the Chiefs, does this performance dictate the rest of the season, or was this a one-time thing?
I think it was a one-time thing. Nobody's defense is, besides a couple of teams, but nobody's defense is as bad as the Lions is. So if the Chiefs they still have to update their defense. Having the Lions with 35 points on them is not good at all. But their offense is good. Maybe if they can get a wide receiver one, maybe if somehow they have enough money for D-Hop, but then they're not going to be able to update their defense. It's going to lead them letting up lots of points, but hopefully they can make up for that in offense. But as we all know, defense wins games, so hopefully they can get some better defense so they can win even more games than just this one.
That's going to be all for now. Stay tuned after this commercial as we interview Andy Reid coming up after this break. Thank you.